Yeah, we're it's hard. Yeah. Good thing they would give ourselves like a minute to get our act together. Yeah. Well, let's hope that we have our act together. So we have 13, 12 seconds.
Making
Should
sure
I?
that our
Yep.
audio's working.
Yeah. Good thing they would give ourselves like our act.
You sound good.
Yeah, that
there,
doesn't
Greg.
sound too bad. Perfect.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Do work.
Welcome to the Honor-Bound IT Weekly Live Show, starring Greg Fine, Keith Haskin, Jennifer Hall, and Mr. Rogers.
All right. So yeah, it's time for Friday Facebook Live, right?
The Friday Weekly Live
Yep,
Stream
that's
brought
right.
to you by Honor-Bound IT.
Absolutely. We welcome you to our show for this week, and we're pleased to have you. And we did a lot of work to hopefully have a better show this week. So yeah, be sure to stay to the end. Terry, of course, has his weekly teaser because Spencer forgot to do one. Sorry, Spencer, I have to give you a hard time. I know that you're doing finals. So Spencer, how's finals going?
I just got done with my accounting one today, but I've still got management, marketing, and people skills, I think.
Well, you've
So,
got people skills. What do you need to take a course
well,
for that?
it's pretty much my elective now.
Oh,
Like it's,
okay. It's the bird course.
yeah, it's the
Yeah, let's
extra
call it the
one.
bird course.
Yeah,
Yeah. All cool. But be sure to stay to the end for like the weekly week, and of course, we always believe that the internet for cat videos, all that sort of stuff. You'll get our cat picture of the week, always, almost always. But yeah, um, and so here we go to the bench report.
And now for the bench report with Jennifer Hall.
Hey guys, welcome to the Bench Report. My name's Keith. This is Jennifer Hall. And typically Jennifer will be reporting on what's going on the bench, but Jennifer took a trip this week. Where did you go?
I went to Missouri.
Okay, how was the drive there?
We had a lot of construction, had to stop. In Topeka, oof, that was awful. They had closed the interstate. We had to detour through town.
Well, while you were out driving, we was here, and I took over on the bench, kind of where I started at, and typically same old bench stuff. We were getting in old computers, and we were doing data transfers and selling new computers. So the first computer I got was kind of interesting. I had never seen a computer like this, but I mean, this computer was like a box. Like, it wasn't like your typical tower. Like, it's kind of narrow, a little bit slimmer, a little bit taller, but this thing was like a square almost, and it was an interesting computer. It was a little bit older, but they brought that in, and they had some stuff on there that was, they said, oh, it looks like there's some viruses or some malware on there and some junk and stuff like that. And so what I did was, I talked with her, looked at the age of the computer first, and I was like, well, this computer is a little bit old. How long did you have it? She's like, well, it's probably 8 years now. Okay, well, we could fix some of this stuff, but, you might want to look into getting a new computer. And that conversation led her into showing her the Lenovo laptop, the Lenovo desktop that we had in stock, which was, it was a fraction of the size, like probably 100 times smaller than this computer that she had. And she saw that, and she instantly fell in love with it, and she's like, do it. And so we got her the Lenovo desktop with the monitor with the webcam in it, got all her data transferred over, all her programs transferred over and set up for her. So she was real happy, and we got her set up on the security on a shoestring as well. So I don't think I mentioned that to you. We actually got a new client on that, and she was really happy with it comes with the security package, cloud firewall, antivirus. It comes with the cloud backup, keep your computer on, daily backup, and she was really happy with that as well. So another computer that we sold, we actually had a HP laptop that we had sold. We made a video of it that day, and we posted our video online, and I think the same day somebody came in and brought their older computer in. He was having some trouble. His computer just stopped turning on, and nothing was displaying on the screen, and we could prove that because we had him bring his monitor in too. And so I actually hooked up another computer to the monitor, and it's like, well, I definitely know it's not your monitor, it's your computer. And he said, well, that HP laptop looks pretty good, and we got that set up for him. He was actually also already on our service. So for him, it was very simple, just to transfer everything over. And, he didn't have a lot, so that was really nice, but we got him set up back on the service. Our service transfers over from device to device. If you're on, he was on our actual residential protection plan, so we got him set up. Everything moved over and back up and going. And the nice thing about him is he bought the laptop and he brought in a desktop. And so when I had his new desktop computer set up and testing his monitor, and I showed him how it worked, he looked at it and he's like, well, I kind of like that 2-screen setup. And so when he got back home, he gave us a call. We made sure his screens were set up the way that they needed to be. And I mean, he was very happy and very pleased with the service he got. And we did it pretty quickly too, so he was extremely happy about the speed of service as well. And another thing, actually, Jennifer, when you got back, I think you kind of got hit pretty hard too. You want to tell people what came in and what you were seeing on the bench?
Yesterday I got a computer in with the printer. They want the printer set up onto their computer. It's not going very well.
Was it a new printer or an older printer?
It looks like it could be older, but I'm not 100% sure how old this printer is.
Yeah, you kind of jumped back into the fire pretty quickly with that.
Yeah.
I know with printers, a lot of the times when people bring in their printers or ask us questions about printers, wireless printers are extremely difficult to troubleshoot and set up because you actually have to manually push buttons on the printer and enter the Wi-Fi password and all that, where we typically recommend direct connection with a cable. So you got your USB cable that connects to your laptop or computer, and then the other end connects to the printer. And most of the time, the computer will detect the printer, update the drivers, install the correct ones, and then you should be able just to print. That sounds like we might have to do a little bit more work with that one, huh?
Yeah.
And then this morning, we actually got another computer in, another residential client, and they brought in a 9-year-old Nobilis laptop that Greg had sold them 9 years ago. And that thing is still going very well, but she brought it in and there was some issues booting up. You want to tell them a little bit what was going on with that?
It was booting to the Windows recovery screen.
Yeah, typically that's a indication of some hard drive failures where either it's corrupted or it's just not reading it properly. And one of the things we do, we have our diagnostics test. I think we're in the middle of that right now, right?
I'm actually backing up her data right now.
Oh, data backup. Oh, good point. Good thinking. Because first, we always want to make sure before that hard drive dies, we get that data backed up first. That way, if something happens, at least we have something to go back to and, give to the customer that say, hey, here's the backup. Let's get this onto something new. 9-year-old computers, we talk about this all the time, where things just start to fail one after another, and we don't want to see people invest a bunch of money and fix a part here, and then 2 weeks later we got to do another part, and then you're just ended up spending time and money, and you're not able to work on your computer while it's in service or waiting on parts. So nice thing that we got the backup in. We have laptops in stock. Like I said, we posted the video on our Facebook earlier this week, so hopefully if you saw that and you're interested in a new laptop, or maybe thinking about transferring some data, or you don't have a laptop at all and maybe you want to buy one, stop by the store here, check out what we have, and see if we can help you out. Jennifer, thanks for the bench report this week, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Have you been hacked? Don't panic. Lots of smart people have been duped into calling these fake tech support numbers, and some will allow the bad guys remote access to their computer. Others may have fallen victim to fake subscription notices that try to get them to pay for a purchase they didn't make, or give hackers to personal information expecting a refund. We can help get you squared away. Bring your computer to Honorbound IT at 109 North Avenue, McCook, or call today at 877-686-6642.
All right. We're back. We bad.
We bad?
We bad.
We bad. Why bad?
So yeah, what a week. We were without Jennifer this week. We were sad.
Yeah. You saw in the bench
Yeah.
report, I kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
I covered the bench a little bit this week, and when I started, that's what Greg hired me for,
Yeah.
was the bench tech, and that's how I got started. And it's been almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in
Can
a
you
couple
believe it?
months.
Like, where did the time go? I mean, Ollie was in diapers
Yeah,
that time,
yeah,
just out of diapers.
he was 2.
The little Funyun man. I
Yeah.
remember that very vividly. Like, we had all this spread at our Christmas dinner, and what did Ollie want? He wanted Funyuns. So we got Funyuns.
That's right. Just so you know, yeah, that is a popular Christmas snack. Is the
That's right.
Funyuns. So,
Well, or a Christmas meal, whatever.
like, maybe we should make a video about our like a top 10
Our top 10 dinners.
Christmas side dishes or
Yeah,
something.
that's right. Yeah, or main courses.
Yeah, well, it's not 10 main courses. You get about 3. You get 3, right? The
Yeah,
ham.
maybe.
I know. My stepdad does prime rib
Mhm.
Christmas.
Did I ever
That's what
tell
he
you that
does.
I nearly burnt the place down? That I did on the
That-
well. I went downstairs to take care of the cats. I put like the uh, prime rib on the grill, not knowing that I was supposed to put it in. That was dripping down into the grill smoker. Yeah, there were flames coming out. Oh crap! So yeah, it was the same year somebody blew their house. At least I didn't burn my.
Thank goodness for that.
Thank goodness. I want to be home.
Yeah, but Jennifer back.
Yeah, she's back. We're happy to have her, and
Exactly.
not a minute too soon because all of a sudden we got really busy. Got really busy this morning. How many? 2, 3 machines.
Yeah, she got back yesterday, and I think she had 2 in yesterday, and she got 1 in today. She got 1 in
Yeah.
and 1 out today. Good.
Well, she knocks them out.
Hit the
pretty
ground
fast.
running.
Yep, that's right. And then we ended up selling a computer just before we started our live stream. I had a machine that they bought for me in 2013. And yeah, awesome. We're really happy when somebody gets good longevity, and not just longevity, but like useful longevity. It was something that it actually had Windows 10 on it. And a lot of the machines that were back built back then would have not even qualified for it. He used it for how long has 7 been done for? I don't know. But ended up that the machine, like everything else that's made by humans, fail. Required a little bit of therapy, and the therapy wasn't going to work long term. So we actually had a 17 computer, which is pretty rare these days to be able to purchase. That's what she had. She wanted a laptop with watch. You just done something as far as videos go.
Well, yeah, we did some videos. Speaking of the laptops and things that we had sold, we actually did a quick Facebook Live video. One of the things we've been trying to do more is, so active socially and on our Facebook page. And, we try to do like a blog post or an article or something to share with people. So, things that we see, things that are going on. And Greg filmed me doing a Facebook post, showed our Christmas tree. And then we actually talked about some of our laptops that we had in stock. And he was saying, the one laptop, the 17-inch laptop, we sold that. So sold out now. We do have the 15-inch Dell laptops, and they're really nice. They're still, 8 gigs of RAM, and they're 256 on the SSDs. But one of the things that we always tell people and we carry is, great computers. And when I sell to people, or I talk to them about the computers, and because we sell to businesses, people, they're going to be using their computer 30 to 40 hours a week. That time adds up in a year, and you need something that's going to be reliable, something that you can depend on. And that's what Greg buys. So he buys these high quality computers, and they're not the most expensive computers that you can buy, because there are super expensive computers out there. But we buy something that's right in that sweet spot for people's budget. It's not super expensive, but it's definitely not something that's super cheap that's just going to last you, a year to 2 years. These computers, they're spec'd out. They come with 3-year warranties, so you at least got that working for you. And if you take care of your computer and you're good to it, you can get 5 years plus out of these machines. And we always try to prepare people. Hey, if they're going to last, 5 to 6 years. Once you start hitting that point, it's inevitable because, like you said, we saw this 9-year-old computer hardware just starts to fail over time, and you just want to be prepared to make the jump to the new computer before your old computer fails. And that's what we would prep this customer for is, hey, your computer's 9 years old. We got it up for you today, but let's make sure that your computer's not dying on you before you have something to replace it. That's what we did for them. And we try to do at least maybe a Facebook video each week, just a live video during the week. We do our live streams on Fridays, but we want to share some of our in-store stuff as well. Whether it's something that we sell, or something that we've seen, or we just maybe want to say hi. So we've been doing those videos, and we'll continue to do those. At least once, twice a week, just to be active on social media. So try to stay there. Next, what do I got next?
Oh man, what else did we do, Keith?
We
We did like a lot of research.
oh yeah,
Were you
you
bored,
had to
Keith?
remind me. Yeah.
How bored were you, Keith? You weren't as bored as like some of those training videos that we do where your head like dropping. You're pretty close though.
Yeah, we did some,
Market research.
yeah, because we're talking about writing, ads for our Facebook account. Back to the social media stuff and,
Yep.
promoting our services, our products, and whatever it is. And so we did some research and we found some good websites about different pain points for companies,
Yep.
how we can, find out, what's troubling them and what our services can do to help.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to like making sure that what we do is relevant, making sure that whatever we do is useful in real life. I think a lot of people in our industry sort of forget that the computer is not the main focus; it's the person that's working the computer, and understanding that person, being able to communicate with our customers and potential customers, what they can do to improve their lives through technology. Because technology in itself, I don't want to buy tech. I want to buy what it will do for me as improving my business, that sort of thing. So yeah, that was like 2 hours of life to get back. But it was interesting in a way to understand. They say in marketing, you got to get into the mind of your buyer. And we're being pretty specific in this particular promo that we're working on. We're going to be working specifically with it. And every industry has its own specific thing. We needed to understand specifically, well, what is troubling them? I think in a lot of cases, it's having to gather all of their information in one easy to find place. Uh, Part of it is like making sure that they're able to hit their deadlines. Tax has deadlines and they're not too happy when they're not met, and clients aren't. And compounding that, there's the problem of being able to keep skilled labor and making them happy, so they'll stay long term. So yeah, that was a lot of the work that we did as far as research goes, and we basically just scratched the surface of the particular project that we're on. But we'll get there. We just want to make sure also in our own mind that we're providing everything that we love. We have several accounting customers understand the value of technology. Sometimes don't know how to make it so it scales, so to speak. But yeah, we love them. We want to work with more of them. If you're an accountant, uh, you know, you want to get some good value out of your work. I think we're the go-to. Well, I mean, you judge. over the years we've done pretty good with.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that research has taught me is you think about what the problems are for your customers, and then you think about, well, what can I do to help?
Mhm.
Where do I fit into the puzzle? And you start to step back and you look at what you're selling or what you're doing, and you kind of tailor that to fit the customer. And every business does this, right? I mean,
Mhm.
accountants not included. Trucking, banking, hospitals, anything you could. They all try to fit those needs for their customers. They're not, a
Mhm.
bakery's not selling laptops. We're not selling
Yeah.
bread and donuts. So,
Well, they
every.
might be selling to a specific market segment too, though.
Mhm.
Some accountants they want to work with this type. Some will work with anybody, but there are some that hey, I only want to work with farm work with manufacturing, what have you. You can't be everything to everybody, and that's kind of where our research is going. Is that we want to understand the people that we want to work with, so that we can make sure that we're a good fit for them. That's bi-directional. They're a good fit for us.
Exactly.
All right. What do we get going on now? What else do we do?
Well, another thing we did, you and I, we jumped into something we've been talking about for a while is our business spotlight. And because we've been doing video and getting really good and specific to this, we wanted to interview other business owners. And this is something that you talk about a lot, where the collaboration and the communication. We live in McCook, Nebraska. We're not a big community, a town a population of 8,000. So we want to work with other business owners. We try to shop local as much as we can. That's not always possible, but we do the best we can to keep the community engaged, and we try to stay involved with them. So we did a video, and Greg, I interviewed you, and we've talked about, how you got started. What did you do? What's important to the community, and how do you provide value to the community? And we've just been wanting to look for other business owners that want to share their story, tell their story. Um, Not everybody is active on social media, or maybe they don't do as much in the marketing side. We want to reach out to those people that they do have a service that they provide to the community. A lot of people are aware of it and know about it, but they don't see them on social media, or they don't have a Facebook page, they don't have a website, things like that. So we want to bring those people in, sit down, talk about what they do, how they got started, just listen to their story, and give them a chance to share that story with our customers, their customers, whoever wants to watch and learn about. I can't think of one particular. I know we've had a list of ones that we wanted to talk to, and see if they want to, if they're interested in shooting video with us. This is the easiest thing to do. I know the questionnaire we built out. We have a form that just asks a few of these different questions, and I had Greg sit down and fill it out, and it took him 128 minutes.
Yep.
Shows me the time that he was on
Took a
there.
while.
Shows me the time that he was on there filling that
Yeah.
out. And these questions, they kind of get you thinking, well, why am I an entrepreneur? Why do I do what I do? Oh, how did I get started? What did I do before I got started? These questions get you thinking, and we're trying to reignite that spark. Some people, Greg's been in business for over 20 years, and over time you kind of maybe forget about what you did in the beginning and how you got to where you are now. We just want to remind people of, hey, you started out in the same place that all other entrepreneurs started out. You with nothing. The story we had, and when we get this posted, you guys might want to watch it. It's interesting. Greg started out of his house, and I'm sure so many other business owners can relate to that, where they didn't have a physical location, they didn't have a presence online. They started out of their house, or they started out of their garage, or whatever it is. So we've been working on building that business spotlight out. We want to reach out to people. Whoever is interested, definitely let us know. We'll be reaching out to people because this is
Mhm.
just getting started. We want to find a few people to be our guinea pigs. But
Yeah, it's like I think we really want to get that spark going because it's so easy over time to get jaded. Uh, you know, forget why you got into business because you get into the thick of thin things. You know, and a lot of people in our area, they're working in their business, really on their business. We really want to encourage that collaboration in between business owners where I don't have the corner on the market of all good ideas, and I might not understand uh, where you're coming from. You might not understand where I'm coming specifically, and if we don't understand that disconnect, then we don't know how to make that. So, and then we also want to give like our local business owners wherever a platform where they can actually tell us like what is so special about them. Because honestly, everybody that we have in our special in their own way. Um, possibly, yeah, possibly somewhere. But they're special. But we just really want to foster that, so that not only they remind themselves of how special they are, but they have something awesome to offer. Exactly. Yeah. Then what else happened? Oh man, we had Studio PC. Our Studio PC decided it was going to throw a fit, and it, to be honest with you, been throwing a fit for quite a while. But it's kind of like the garage man. You know, he never fixes his own car. The plumber that never the plumbing in his own house. You know, he's always the last to take care of himself, and so it just kept locking up, and freezing. After a while, it just. But and I noticed that my Dell Pro support was like about to run out, and so I went, well, maybe I better do something for the end of December because I got this computer last year. And we had Dell come, a nice gentleman, Sean, and he did an absolutely wonderful job. He replaced the motherboard. Since then, it's excuse me, frozen one. But we're hoping to be able to get to the bottom of it. As he did a wonderful job. He was here. He was quick. He was very professional. He's been here before. And a lot of the reason why we sell Dell computers is because we have Sean. He is pretty much the only guy that we have that comes to do warranty repairs. And if you buy a computer from us, we take care of all that warranty. Jennifer often is on with chat support and works through a lot of the problems um, to make it easier for warranty support to be affected if you're having problems. Um, as part of if you're a residential protection plan person, that's part of the whole gig. That we're going to take care of all those headaches for you, so you don't have to deal with listening dialects from other countries, so that you're getting everything that you need. And that's not to say that other dialects are bad. It's just that Midwestern ears sometimes go well with it. We're here to help you whatever way we can. And yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it.
That I'm happy to see that fixed, and hopefully that issue goes away.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to get him back here, but I might have to leave it. I don't know. It only does it when it's idle. That's the weird thing. Like if we're playing with the computer doing a live stream, it never locks up during. It only locks up, uh, when it's just sitting. Doing nothing.
Yeah.
Not even throwing work at it. It's but so yeah, we had yeah. What else did we do? Oh yeah, hello Wolf.
Woofy.
Hello Wolfie. Kind of weird name for a service. But so is Hoots.
Yeah.
Odd name. So every year, we really encourage you doing this. We spent quite a bit of time with a spreadsheet, all the monthly services that we buy as far as software goes. And how many we cut out? We cut out like at least 4.
Yeah, I think you cut out one of your personal ones that you said was catching up to you.
Oh, I paused that one.
You paused it, okay.
I
But
can only listen to so many books.
there was a few that we use internally for service delivery or things that we use for social media, stuff like that. We looked at them and said, are we really using this, or is there another something better out there? And so you step back, you look at what you bought, and you might have bought it 6 months ago and maybe used it once or twice and just didn't really get any value out of it. You're
It's
stuck
so
with
easy
it.
to sign up for stuff, and then often I think a lot of people, and we're no exception. They sign up for something and you forgot that you did. You know, um, because the sign up is so easy. Uh, or you use it just a little bit. Um, but we also did a little bit of shopping this week. We found out that one of the tools that we use for service delivery is something that we just got to stick to it because, are there different services out there? Yes. Might they be cheaper? Yes. But the problem with that is how many hours is it going to take us to build it out so that our delivery to our customers is consistent, and without a hitch, so they don't really realize that anything has changed. Um, so that kind of was one of the aspects that we worked on. But with the Hello Woofy, it was like we are paying what, 588, I think it was a year. HubSuite, Hubs, not HubSpot. We use HubSpot. We love HubSpot. Hootsuite. Um, and it did a lot of things for us, but where you can do your social media and you can post one, it pops it on multiple platforms for you, though you have to go into each one post. But it really kind of was quite a bit expensive. We found Hello Woofy. It was hellowoofy.com. It was like 149 a year, so we saved like $50 a month versus $12.50 a month. We paid for it by the year, obviously. Um, and it did so many other things. It also included, building out hashtags. Uh, there was also other things where if we wanted to do a newsletter and run that through MailChimp, we could do it. And we don't have enough people in our mail list that we really need free one. If you don't know what MailChimp is, it basically is a service that you take your piece of content to a group. Um, so yeah, that was kind of like really the long and short of what we did for this week. That was enough. That's what we did when Jennifer was away. We played. We had a good time. We did miss her though. Yep. So yeah, we don't have any tech highlight this week. With Jennifer not here, we didn't get a chance to do any additional recording, but stand by. We have several that we've picked and planned for little snippets of things that might come in handy for you. And yeah, it's time for theme of the week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Paul Spencer.
No,
Look at
that's
that here.
from Terry.
Yeah, no, but Spencer. This theme of the week is Spencer's part. He's got to talk about it, not us. Yeah,
All right.
I told you it'd be different, just not weird.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got the meme of the week, and it says how to serve venison. So it's Santa, of course, for Christmas and stuff like that. So he's trying to figure out the best way to serve venison.
Yeah, that's kind of antithetical, isn't it? Is that a $50 million word for you?
Yeah.
Ironic.
There you
Better
go.
word, simpler.
There you go.
Whatever, next. We got our cat pick of the week, and yeah, this is my naughty. You've seen, if you watch our videos a lot, you see Damien quite often, and that's because he's a bad boy, bad boy. That basket that's beside him is supposed to have all his toys in it, and he has just chosen to strew them all along the floor. So I was tripping over bells for at least the last couple days. You know, little metal bells. It was like nuts. Absolutely nuts. So yeah, you can tell. Like, look on his face. It's like, who, me? Did I do that? So yeah, Jamie, you made our live stream for the week. That picture of the week. We do appreciate that you joined us this week. We hope that you enjoyed the content. We're always looking for feedback from you. So if you have any suggestions for us for improvement, I think we fixed a lot of things this week. Of course, we'll listen back to it. That's our thing that we do as part of our checklist. Listen back. I hope that we were 1% better than we were last week.
Me too.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we hope that you have a wonderful weekend.
Hey! Did you just hear that?
Sweet salty sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for joining us for our weekly live show. We're Honor Bound IT, where there's no fluff and we get right to the stuff because we don't believe tech should be overwhelming. Come visit us at 109 Norris Avenue on the Bricks, downtown McCook. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment, and follow us. See you all next week.